This is Miss Grant going over Eureka Module 1, Lesson 18, finding a rate by dividing two quantities. I'm going to go over Lesson 18 and 21 because we are converting units, so I'm going to kind of double dip here. The objective for Lesson 18 and 21 I combined, where it's I can convert measurements using unit rates, and yes, you should probably write this at the top of your book. So we're going to do two examples for Lesson 18, do a couple for 21, and then we're done. Alright, so after you write down the objective, we're going to do number 1. I'm going to go over it. At Fun Burger, the burger master can make hamburgers at a rate of 4 burgers per minute. This slash means per. In order to address the heavy volume of customers, he needs to continue at this rate for 30 minutes. If he continues to make hamburgers at this pace, how many hamburgers will the burger master make in 30 minutes? Okay, so we're first going to cubes this word problem because that is our word problem solving strategy. So we're going to circle our 4 burgers per minute, 30 minutes, and then our other 30 minutes. We're going to box in our keywords of rate is a keyword, rate is another keyword. We're going to underline our question, how many hamburgers will the burger master make in 30 minutes? We really don't need to eliminate anything, but if you feel the need to eliminate him talking about addressing the volume of heavy customers, you can eliminate that. And now we're going to show all of our work. First, let's write our rate, which remember a rate compares two different quantities. In this case, it's going to be our 4 burgers per minute, and we like to write it as a fraction. And when we talk about per, it's the invisible 1 there, so even though you don't see it, it means 1. There's an invisible 1 in front of the minute. So we've got our rate 4 burgers in 1 minute, and we need to find out how many burgers he's going to make in 30 minutes. So we're actually going to multiply this by that extra piece of information that we have, which is 30 minutes. And let's see how many burgers he can make. So we have 30 times 4, that's 120 burgers. And I'm going to bring both of my units over to show you that they do cancel out so that we're only left with burgers. So if I have burgers and minutes, because I have this minutes over 1 minute, minutes over minutes is going to cancel each other out. It's like saying I have 1 minute divided by 1 minute, which is 1, so they cancel each other out. So then I'm just left with 120 burgers. So the burger master is going to make 120 burgers in 30 minutes. Alright. For number 2, this is going to be the one where you do. So I'm going to read the problem, and I suggest you pause the video to try as much of it as you can on your own before I go over it. So Chandra is an editor at the New York Gazette. Her job is to read each article before it is printed in the newspaper. If Chandra can read 10 words per second, how many words can she read in 60 seconds? Alright, I suggest you pause the video and try as much of this as you can on your own, and then play the video for me to go over it. Alright, hopefully you unpause the video at this point. So we are going to first cubes this word problem. We're going to circle our 10 words per second. We're also going to circle our 60 seconds. We're going to underline our question, how many words can she read in 60 seconds? We're going to box in our keywords of, well, there's actually no keywords. If you feel like you should box in the per there, that'll help you out because you know that's a rate. But there's really no other keywords here. Let's eliminate the fact that she's an editor at the Gazette and that the job is to read articles before it's printed in the newspaper. We don't really need to know that. Now we're going to show all of our work. So first we're going to write our rate, and remember a rate is compares two different quantities. So we've got 10 words per 1 second, and we're going to multiply it by the extra piece of information that we know that she can read, or how many words can she read in 60 seconds. Seconds over seconds is going to cancel each other out. And you can do 10 times 60, which is 600 words in 1 second. So you can put it over 1 if you feel the need, but it's still going to be just 600 words. So Chandra can read 600 words in 60 seconds. Alright, let's go to lesson 21. Getting the job done, speed, work, and measurement units. Again, it's the same objective. I can convert measurement using unit rates. You don't have to copy it on lesson 21, but just keep in mind that still our objective is we're converting measurements using rates. Excuse me. With lesson 21, our big thing here is a conversion factor. So conversion tables contain ratios that can be used to convert units of length, weight, or capacity, meaning how much you can hold, something can hold. You must multiply the given number, which is what you are given, by the ratio that compares the two units. We call the ratio that compares the two units, we call that our conversion factor. And on page S95 of your book, they give you a whole page of conversion factors, and we're going to use this a couple of times in our examples, so do keep this handy. It's on the other side of your classwork. So make sure that the ratio that compares to two units is our conversion factor. Our conversion factor is also a rate, and we want the rate where the units you want to find is on top, which is our numerator, so make sure you write this down. So make sure you have this written where the conversion factor is also a rate where the units you want to find is on top, or our numerator. It should be on the top of your conversion factor. And again, we'll go through examples so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, we are going to go to S93, example 2, and I'm going to do it. How many grams are in 6 kilograms? Again, make a record of your work before using a calculator. We don't use calculators in the 6th grade. The rate would be 1,000 grams per kilogram. The unit rate would be 1,000. That has nothing to do with this problem, and again, you're just going to get a little more confused, so I crossed it out. Okay, so it's asking how many grams are in 6 kilograms. So what I know so far is I have 6 kilograms, and the rate would be 1,000 kilograms or grams per kilogram. That's our conversion factor. Okay, so we're going to write our 6 kilograms. And that's an abbreviation. And we want to find out, well, how many grams are there in 6 kilograms? So we're going to take what we know, which is that given piece of information, 6 kilograms, and we're going to multiply it by our conversion factor here. And we want the units we want to find on top. We want to find the grams, so we're putting the grams on top. And they give us the conversion factor here, 1,000 grams per kilogram. And again, that's another key word there that tells us that this is a rate or a unit rate. Okay? So we know there's 1,000 grams per 1 kilogram. So this right here is our conversion factor. And then we just multiply across. So kilogram is diagonal from kilogram. One's on top, one's on the bottom, so they cancel each other out. So you have 6 times 1,000, and that's going to be 6,000 grams. Not too bad. All right. Let's move over to the problem set. I'm going to do a couple, 2 problems on here, and then this is going to be part of your classwork as well. So we're going to do number 5. So I have 96 ounces, OZ is ounces, equals blank pounds. I want to find how many pounds are 96 ounces. So first, I'm going to write that piece of information that I do know, which is the 96 ounces. And I'm going to multiply it by our conversion factor. And then you ask, well, where am I going to get this conversion factor at? This is where we go back to page S70. Or 95, sorry, S95, okay? So we want ounces and pounds, so looking through our conversion chart here, if I look closer to the bottom, ounces in pounds, oop, actually I got the wrong one, for weight, we have pounds, okay? 1 pound equals 16 ounces, so this is the one that we're gonna use today for this one, okay? So I have 96 ounces, and I'm still looking at my conversion factor over here. And when I write my conversion factor, I want the units I want to find on top, and I want to find pounds because they're asking how many pounds are in 96 ounces. So I'm going to put this 1 pound on top, and then I'm going to put the 16 ounces on the bottom. You want the units that you want to get rid of, you want them opposite of each other so that they do cancel each other out, and the units you want to find is on top. So again, this is our conversion factor, and I'm still going to label it just so that we're all on the same page about the conversion factor. And then we're going to multiply across. So our ounces over ounces cancel each other out. And then we have 96 pounds over 16. So this fraction can be reduced, and we will reduce the fraction because we don't like improper fractions because we have 96 over 16. Okay? When you do your long division, you actually get 6 pounds. So do simplify your fractions in order to be a whole number or a mixed number if possible. So when you simplify, you get 6 pounds. All right, at this point, I would prefer, if you highly suggest that you pause the video and do number 1 by yourself, figuring out how many inches are in 7 feet. And again, use your conversion chart here to figure out how many feet are in so many inches. Okay. Once you have figured it out as much as you can on your own, hit the play button and I will go over it. At this point, I hope you're hitting the play button and you have gone over tried number 1 on your own, and I'm going to go over number 1 right now. So I have 7 feet, and I want to figure out how many inches are in 7 feet. So I'm going to write what I know, which is the 7 feet, and I'm going to multiply it by our conversion factor. My conversion factor, I know I want to find out how many inches are in 7 feet, so I want inches on top because that's what I want to find. When I look at my conversion factors here, okay, I'm going to use this conversion factor because 1 foot equals 12 inches. Okay. And then you ask Ms. Grant, well, why am I not using the other one? Well, because we don't like using fractions all the time, and they are the same conversion factor. We just like it easier because they are both whole numbers. So if I have my conversion factor, let's see if I can move this over. Okay, where I have 1 feet equals 12 inches. Okay, I'm going to put my 12 inches on top and my 1 foot on the bottom. And again, I'm still going to label the fact that this is my conversion factor, CF. And then we multiply across. You see feet is diagonal from feet, so we cross it out. They cancel each other out. 7 times 12 is going to be 84. And the units we are left with are inches. And we can put the 1 on the bottom, or we can just leave it as 84 inches. Either way, you get the same answer as 84 inches. Okay? So then you would put 84 into the blank here. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know during class. Your classwork is going to be 1 through 10 evens only, so you're only doing the evens. So that's only 5 questions, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Have a fantastic day. Bye.